Flying monkeys, what's up? I am here in a place where I am not sitting very often, which is the back of One Bravo Whiskey. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the Mountain High oxygen system setup, how I rigged it up in the airplane, because I didn't really cover that very well in the YouTube video. So here's a little bit of a deeper dive into how I've set it up in the airplane. So the Mountain High system I got came with this seat back bag. You can see I've got it partially unzipped here so that you can see the green oxygen cylinder, and I've got the cylinder rotated inside of there in such a way that if I look over from the pilot seat right here and I look over there, I can see the gauge on it if I need to, and I can easily reach the little valve to turn on the oxygen flow or not, but I usually do that on the ground anyway. On top of the oxygen tank, there's I think what they call the pressure regulator, and I've got the two lines plugged into the regulator, and each of those lines runs to its own O2D2 box that serves oxygen to 2 people. It's really cool how these lines just push in and click in. It's really easy to set up. So one of the lines just goes right here to this O2D2 box where 2 cannulas can be plugged in and serve oxygen. This is for the pilot and co-pilot. So those run just right over here to the pilot and right here to the co-pilot. So the other line comes straight up, and I've rigged it up with these command hooks that have adhesive on them, and they're just sitting in those, coming all along here, all along the overhead console and back to another O2D2 box in the back of the airplane here that will serve the cannulas for the rear passenger here and the rear passenger over here. So you can put 2 cannulas into this O2D2 box that's separate. You can see the command hooks still have the little tab on them. You could pull that tab out and easily take that off. It comes right off, doesn't leave a mark or anything. You can also really easily just pop out the tubing and take it out, or just slide it back into the little hook here. It holds it really securely and doesn't really pinch the tubing. Really easy to take on and off, totally removable. So the O2D2 box is mounted like this. If you just turn your head from where you're sitting in the rear passenger seat, you can see this display and turn it on like really easily. Change the settings if you need to. And it's mounted up here with just some Velcro, some like heavy duty Velcro on it. I showed you guys in the video a little bit, but the cannulas are really easy to plug into the O2D2 boxes. I'm doing it one-handed. You just push it in like that, real gentle, and it's in there. So as I mentioned before, this large 48 cubic foot bottle lasts about 80 hours for a single user, so that's 20 hours for 4 users, which is quite a few round trips of our usual family vacation. So I think the bottle may last an entire year, so that's not a bad thing. I don't anticipate spending too much money on oxygen refills over the course of all of my flying. There's definitely cheaper ways to get it filled than an FBO, so I don't even know if I'll have to do that, just because the fills might be so infrequent depending on how often we all fly together and fly above like 5,000 feet or whatever. So yeah, so far it's been a really awesome addition to the flying, and if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the Discord chat, and I'm happy to answer them. All right, thanks for coming along on the journey with me.